feeling so hollow. Don't you know? Don't you know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? Yes, I did. And I did it all for love. Yes, I did it all for love. Oh, they say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Oh, don't you know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did. Nights, I'll be there, make you feel alright. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there when the lights don't shine. I'll be there in the sleepless nights. I'll be there, make you feel alright. I'll be there, I'll be there. Oh, so suddenly, you're poison the air I breathe. But if you don't hate me, then why would you break me? Feel it in my bones, I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking, so get yourself to safety. Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the warning, pray. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm at you like a hurricane. Don't stay, run away, 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 away.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's Savannah. I'm coming home, Savannah.
Okay, hello, hello, hello. Oh, hello, Adam. Thank you so much for being here so on time. I hope I'm on time. I'm still a little bit late. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today on TeaTalk with Nas. I'm Nasha, and today is day 42 of this 60 days TeaTalk live. Okay, so it's not TeaTalk, it's TeaTalk. Okay, because I'm in England, and it used to be on the live on tea time. But yeah, anyway, I like the way they say tea. Okay, so yeah, tea talk with Nas. So every single day for another for 18 days, we will be able to complete the 60 days life journey challenge. And I'm beyond grateful because yeah, it's been it seems a long way, but at the same time, every single day I can't believe it's for day 42 already. And again, as usual, before we start, just quickly go over why am I doing this 60 days life challenge. Basically, it's really for me to want to continue the momentum after my first ever challenge, which was a yoga challenge. I complete this yoga challenge every single day for 11 days, and I feel very much empowered, and I feel very much I feel like I can do anything and everything if I want to do it. Physically, mentally, spiritually, I feel I'm really aligned. I was able to, because it was 11 o'clock at night at that time in the UK, when I need to join. So I need to have my meditation like before. So I was really, I really do my meditation every single day properly, over 30 minutes. And I really do this yoga challenge every single day as well. So that really helped me a lot personally. So after that, I feel like I need to continue to do it because I don't feel energy. I can't see energy. I'm not like that kind of spiritual person. Like I'm spiritual as in I know I'm on an awakening journey. That there's purpose of me being here. There's a reason why I am here right now, still existing. So that's my journey, and for me to continue the journey, for me to understand if I'm really aligned with the true self is by doing it, right? By experimenting on everything that I feel like I want to do. And if it works out, then that's great. And if it doesn't work out, I'm also happy. I knew I will learn everything that's along the journey. So it won't matter to me if the result of anything I do, because I understand sometimes we are so little, sometimes we cannot control the outcome. And sometimes we don't know what we really need. We know what we want. We all have a different desire. We all have different, we think we have different needs, but actually we don't know what we really need. Hello, Lenny. Thank you so much for joining. So for me, the only way to understand myself is by doing things. Okay. I think it's a stupid way, but the more I'm doing it, especially throughout the last 42 days. And hello so much. Hello, Shirley. Thank you so much for joining the live. So from the last 42 days, I understand when I continue to do it, and I feel I'm growing every single day as well. I feel I'm more of my, I'm sorry about my dog. I feel a bit more aware of my purpose. I feel more aligned with the true self. How do you know when you're aligned with your true self? It's when you're really comfortable. And it doesn't matter what's happening in the outside world. Hello, divine timing, and thank you for joining at the divine timing. So how do you know when you're truly aligned? When you know is when you are feeling comfortable about what you do. And even if you are going through a challenge, even if it's something that like it's not as easy as what it seems, but you still enjoying, right? Even if, for example, like, oh yeah, you're trying to solve a puzzle and it's difficult. It seems like there's no solution, but you knew it's there and you're very excited. Your adrenaline, your cells, they're all screaming like you can do it. Like you're full of the excitement and joy, even though you are maybe at that time like hitting the brick wall, but you're still excited. And that's like when you are really aligned with yourself, with your soul, with the true self. So I'm feeling that in the past 42 days. I'm feeling that every single day on this journey. And then it's of course with every one of your support. So, and today I want to share about one thing. I want to share about one thing that is very I'm sorry about my dog. Okay, so today I want to share about one thing that's a little bit more deep. I know earlier I was quite excited, but at the same time, I want to share like properly share this topic with you because I know I mentioned this several times, but today I feel that it is time to share about about this properly about this topic. It is about bereavement. Okay, it's about grief. It's about loss that you might lose someone that dear to you. We, we with us growing older, I don't think anyone will grow younger, not like Benjamin. But when with the time, with us growing older, we were experiencing our friends, our family, our partners, our pet, our babies. Hello, Jan. Thank you so much for joining the live today. And why do I want to choose today is because actually one of my very good friend, her father just passed away. Okay, when I heard that her father, I think, passed away last week or the week before. And it was very sudden. We just saw the news. And I think that's most of how we found out news nowadays. And we saw the news on Facebook. And she sent a post and about that her father passed away. And which is understandable because when your loved ones pass away, is basically you'll be very, how do I say, your emotions, your feelings is going to be so magnified to a point that no, you may not be able to think, you may not want to have reactions or interactions with people. So Facebook is a place where you can really, or maybe for some of you, most of them maybe on Instagram or TikTok or Threads. I don't know, but I mean, people my generation, most of us still using Facebook. And Facebook is a place that the information is there. So yeah, so she just shared a post about that her father passed away on Facebook. And then we saw it and then we understood that. And I know it must be difficult for her because she is a loving and warming and vibrating girl, when she's always laughing, she's always have this great energy. When you see her, it's like you are seeing a sun, like like a very, very vibrating spirit. And that most of the time that means she have amazing parents, she have great parents. And I can imagine she must have great relationship with her parents as well. So when she shared about that, I can't even imagine. And I don't want to imagine as well what she's going through. Because, like your idol, the person who, that is a little girl, right? The person who adore you like a little princess, like a baby, doesn't matter how old you are, they will see you as their baby forever, passed away. And all I can do is to send her a private message on WhatsApp and then let her know that I'm here when she needs it. Because there's nothing more we can do. There's no words can comfort. There's no words can can help the other person be at peace. So all I can do is to tell her that I'll be here when she needs me. And I will continue to remind her like like every other day or once a week to to check on her if she's okay, to let her know we still love her. In the time like this, that's all we can do. In a time like this, that's all we can do. And because that's all we can do to help them when they need to find a way to navigate this grieving process. I think many of you knew, Adam knew, right? I am a widow, and my husband passed away when I was 32, really unexpectedly. Okay. It was like a dream when I was told about the news. And of course it wasn't. And we were very close. We were like, yeah, we were texting each other all the time. We were be on video calls all the time. It doesn't matter if we're at work or whatever. We were very close. We just been to a trip from Italy, and then on that day he actually just been to hospital for health check, but on eye. It's not like full body health check. It was for a particular for eye, and then the doctor was like, "Oh, he was okay." And then later that afternoon, he had cardiac arrest on the bus, and I it seems like I was the last to know when her sister finally contacted me 4 or 5 hours later when I was at work. And if even talking about it now for me is like talking about a dream or talking about a very clear like, hello Kaya, thank you for joining. Talking about that time when my husband passed away, it's like past life, Hello Pete, thank you so much for joining. It's like past life for me. The I know how much I loved him. I know how much I loved him. I know how genuine we were together. I know we had all the planning. I just moved to UK for him and to be with his family, and everything seems going upwards at that time. So it was very difficult to process about what happened. And all I can say is without, if I didn't have my practice at that time, if I didn't understand already that there is a purpose of my life, like it doesn't belong to me, myself only. Okay. I have a mission. That's why I'm here. I'm here. That's why I am here. Without my practice, without understand what life is, without understand how the universe works, I don't think I will be able to stand here. Okay. Because even at that time, even though I was trying to stay calm. Well, I can't really. Even I was trying to just go through day by day, I was trying to still praying for miracles. I was still trying to do everything that I can do. That I can do. All I can do is to pray, to communicate with my practice constantly, and then to believe everything going to happen will be for the best. After 11 days, he still passed away in a home. On the day he was moved to the home, when the hospital decided that they cannot do anything more for him. And he actually passed away when that's the only time I sleep on that day. That's the only time that I left. So I just left for 15 minutes. I will just got home, have a quick wash. I have a meditation. I need to have my meditation so I can feel like I'm still connecting to whatever that I cannot feel. And then and then the second after I finish my meditation, his sister called me again. Not called me again, but his sister called me. Also, his sister called me and to tell me that he passed away. And everyone was there for him. All of his family, extended families, his children, but not me. And well, they all believe that's what he wanted. So it was difficult. It wasn't easy. And in the middle of this, I know I need support. I know I cannot go through this by myself. I'll just smile. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for showing up for the work today as well. Thank you so much for being here with us. So yeah, so that's like it's so vivid for me now. Like it's like watching a movie of my own. When I'm talking to you about this now, I can really see everything that still happened like yesterday, but at the same time, I feel also a little bit disconnected. Like again, like that part of me has gone as well. And the other part of me need to move on. Of course, it wasn't just happen like that. It didn't happen immediately. It takes time. And I knew I cannot be selfish, right? You can't be selfish by just committing suicide because life doesn't work that way. And but how difficult that was, I can tell you, I was after everything, after the wake, after my parents coming from Taiwan and all the chaos, everything, after everything settled down, just me living with my parents-in-law, going back to work. So of course my parents-in-law, they were very upset because that's their son and he's actually their favorite, the favorite of the family. Everyone loves him, adores him. So it's not a good environment. And when I go to work, of course, when I work, I still need to be professional. It's like part of me just got disconnected. The emotional part just got disconnected, and I just continue to work. I work. At the time, I was working in a restaurant manager, and I still need to smile and then speaking to the customers. You still need to handling every single thing that you may face in the restaurant. The only place I can have is my car. And I was crying every day on the way to work. And from Leeds to Wakefield is around 1 hour drive. From Wakefield back to Leeds, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, at night, midnight, 60 miles an hour on the A road, which means like country road, like some dim lights. That's like passive suicide, if you know, right? 60 miles an hour on the A road in dark. Yeah, because I can't commit suicide. I don't want to do that as well, but at the same time, it's very difficult. I don't want to control because that's the only space, that's my safe place that I can cry. Because outside of my car, I need to be strong for my parents-in-law. I need to be strong for other people, for my other roles. So what can I do? I booked myself into therapy, and at that time, that home where it was very good. They offer this like one-on-one therapy, and then they say, but I will need to. The only thing is that it's for free, and the only thing I need is to wait, because it's a long queue, unfortunately. And I want to take that opportunity, even though I have my practice, even though like I have a meditation-based practice, for me to meditate, for me to be connected with the universe, with God, or whatever you call it. But at the same time, I know, like I don't know deeply in within me if that's enough. And I don't want to pretend that's enough. So I say, yes, I will go with it. I will go with this counseling session just to make sure that I will be all right, because I need to be all right. So this is the experience I want to share with you, because it is, of course, it's not easy. Like when I'm talking about it right now, it is still very, very, how do I say it? I'm trying to describe it like a story, right? Because I understand life doesn't stop. And that's what my friend said to me today. She replied me my message today saying, thanking for my um thanking for my love. And then she can apologize for replying me at 1 week later. It's like she definitely doesn't need to apologize. Like we understand. And and all we can do is that we understand life doesn't stop here. It continues. Okay. And of course, I'm not here to trying to create controversy or whatever, but this is what we know. It's not what we believe. We knew life continues. We knew we have previous life, because without this, we can't explain why when you see someone, even as you're the first time you see them, you just don't like them straight away. Why you see someone, even if it's the first time you meet them, you knew you would get along. Connection will be built from previous life. Just like cash, it's always there. It will not be removed. Okay, even though we saw it's removed, but it can never be 100% erased. So we understand that. So all we can think is, yes, they will be moving on. They'll be moving on. And then everyone, of course, will have different belief. They will believe, oh, they were moving on to the heaven, or they're moving on to reincarnation, or they're moving on to whatever. And people say the universe is multi-dimensional. They will come in different universe. They are still alive, right? So what do I want to say? What I want to say is, but it doesn't matter, because for them, they left. And I want to share one thing is at that time, and I only realized that when I was speaking to the counselor around 5, 6 months after. And then she pointed out, why am I angry? I was actually angry at my husband who passed away unexpectedly because I thought he just left us. I thought he gave up the fight. And of course, for some people, they cannot understand, right? They think they didn't have a choice. That it's not their fault. Of course, it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. Especially there's no other party. It's a cardiac arrest. It happened. But I don't know. I don't know. Like at that time, I feel maybe because I knew how the universe works. So maybe that helped me to move on or try to move on and to continue with my life. That give me some leeway to heal myself by being angry at the disease, you know. But of course, I wouldn't know that without the support, without the counselor. I may still pretending that I was okay. I may still feeling, I think maybe I was okay because at that time, my current partner now, he was there looking after me already. And I moved to another city and then I had a different job. I am still in touch with my in-laws. I love them dearly. They are like my second family. But I need to find a way to start with my life and continue my mission, continue the purpose of me being here. So, yes, like grief. What is grief? What's bereavement? Because it's not about those who already passed away, it's about those who are left behind. And when I'm talking about is the language, then you realize the language I use. I still use the same language. I still think he he left us. I still use the word leave. And I still use the word left behind. I still feel left behind. For some people, they may think they pass on. They are gone. Or for some people, it's just simply no more. Just no more. We can all have different way to process grief. But what is grief? I think grief is the feeling of because sometimes when you emotionally attach to someone, we are forced to be detached. And you are mourning for that detachment. You're mourning for that detachment. And we will always have different level of bereavement, of grief. For some people, their car is their second wife. Okay, for some people, their pets are their babies. They're emotionally attached to another being. And of course, human to human. Of course, I'll be emotionally attached to my parents, to my grandparents, to my siblings, to my partner, to my children. Of course, I will be. That makes us human, right? But that's the lesson we need to learn. We are also individuals, but we are also humans, of course. So we will form this kind of attachment. We will form this kind of connections, and depending on different levels. It needs to be today, right? When I'm talking about something really serious and really deep, and then my dog need to, or the dog outside need to trigger my dogs. But thank you so much for tolerating this. And hello, Bobby. Hello, Maiden House. Hello, Zori. Thank you so much for joining. And we just need to know when we are grieving. It is okay to grieve, of course. And we need to know, we need to respect that everyone grieves in a different way. Everyone they will need to find their own way to heal themselves. Because, for example, like when it's your loved ones, so when it's my husband, it's like you torn your heart apart, right? If you lost your loved ones, then you will know. It's like all of you, or at least 50% of you were taken away, gone with them. Because that's how much you were connected, that's how much you were attached to each other. You're spiritually connected. Well, at least that's the love I know between us. That doesn't mean I don't have that now. I'm very grateful I have that now. I'm just saying, for some people, right, it's very difficult. And they're forever mourning for the loss. One thing I need to point out is you must admit majority of the mourning will be the part of you. Again, use my friend as an example. She lost her dad. So the part of being little princess, my dad, I was my dad's little princess, and that part will be gone forever. No one will be there unconditionally tolerating us, spoil us anymore. So of course she'll be mourning, not only for that her father no longer around in this world, but also that part of her. There's no one else can replace her father. So that part of her will be gone. So of course we'll be mourning. And for different people, it will be different way. Like I was angry, I was upset, I was passively suicidal. And for me, after everything, even with my meditation, even with my practice, even with I know that everyone's loved me. I know my in-laws, they're still there for me. And I didn't want to leave UK at the time because I just feel I should stay here. So all I can do is to try to find a way to survive. For some people, that's to that point, right? Find a way that you need to find a way to continue to move on. Like yesterday, when my friend told me he has a client coming to him and for counseling, like for 1 week of very like a deep counseling because his ex-wife left him, cheated on him or whatever, but his ex-wife left him, and he was a very successful white collar person, businessman, and then because of that, he saw his world fall apart. It doesn't matter it's living or death. It's the same, right? That person is no longer in your life. That person is no longer in your life. So for him, he couldn't cope. He became alcoholic, right? He became addicted to alcohol, that to help them to stop healing their emotions. But it doesn't need to be that way. You know, we need to understand. That's why we are here. That's why we have Phoenix Rising, because we want to share with you. Life is more than being with another person. Life is more than being someone's someone. Yes, that part of you are gone, but you have other parts of you. And you may have another part of you that you never know. Because that is life. We will need to, maybe that's how it need to be. I need to be with my ex-husband, my late husband. It was very, how do I say? I cannot say we never argue or whatever. So it was a very, like, how do you say, what's the word? Powerful relationship. It was very strong. But I didn't choose for alcohol. Alcohol will never not me anyway, just give me headache. I will, all I can do is trying to find a way to survive. So my way, in the end, the way for me to find a way to survive is I decided to went online dating websites. Thank you so much, Bobby and Sonia, for joining today. I decided to went online dating website. I didn't know what else I can do already, you know. I was still working over 50 hours a week. Still living with my in-laws. I still need to be with them when I was in the house. I still need to answer my parents when they worry about me and call me because, you know, they were thousands miles away from me. And I didn't want to leave the UK. I was, you know, meditation every day, asking for an answer. And so I thought, okay, I need to find a way to distract myself. And that's coming from, I didn't know. It's more like instinct. I couldn't think, basically. I couldn't think what I can do. I couldn't think anymore. Because again, when you're thinking, your soul is not you. Your thoughts, they are just all the other people's opinions, all your past experience, all your expectations towards the future. That's your thinking, that's your thoughts, but that doesn't represent you. And I couldn't think anyway. So I just decided to, you know, follow the instinct. And then I found my partner now. So that's when I feel like I'm in a new life, in a new, I can, you know what I mean? Like, you need to know you cannot blame yourself for anything that happened because that's their journey. Everyone have their own journey. We will all live this lifetime as well. We just have different time range, different time frame, and different spectrum. We all have different experiences. Even with your partner, you are still your own individual. You still need responsible for your own life. How much you grow, even if you and your partner or you and with whatever. For example, even you're in a team, you're going through the same thing, but at the same time, everyone will gain different. Everyone will learn lessons different way. Everyone will gain different skills. Even if you think you're going through the same thing, right? Just like Big Brothers, okay? Just like Big Brothers, they're going through the same thing. Why is everyone different? Why everyone react differently? Because everyone is different. So that's what I want to share with you. Hello, Alan. Thank you so much for joining. That's what I want to share with you. Like, first of all, grieve, grieve. Also, at least 50% of your grieving, that is, you are grieving the part of you who are gone with your loved ones. Okay. And that's understandable because no one can replace that. No one can replace that. The way you interact with each other, the way you see each other, the way you're there for each other is different. No one can ever replace that. Okay. So if you're going through grieving process, it's okay. However you're feeling, feel it. Feel it because that's also part of the life. But you need to give yourself a time frame. When you think it's enough, then it's enough. That happened to me. When I finally realized I'm really going to hurt myself badly if I don't stop, if I cannot find a way to stop those bad driving behavior. I'm not saying like I'm going over the speed limit, but I was crying to a point that I couldn't see, and I was still driving over 50 miles an hour, and that is no good, you know? I didn't realize that until a few weeks later, and I realized I need to stop. I need to find a way to protect myself. I need to find a way to move on. Of course, at that time, couldn't, the counselor doesn't come until 6 months later because of the waiting list, because I can't afford a private one. I need to go to debt consolidation, you know. I need to go to debt consolidation, so I don't need to bear everything myself. So that's what I can do to help myself. But also, you need to know, you need to find support. Let me just break that down for you. First of all, you need to allow yourself to feel, right? And it doesn't matter, even if you're angry like me, it is okay because that's how we process sometimes. We may feel angry at first, and then you will feel the sadness, and then you will feel the loss, and then you feel maybe the guilt. Maybe you'll be thinking, like sometimes I will be thinking, oh, what if I didn't work that much? What if I was there to make sure that he had the right food? But at the same time, I knew I can't blame to myself because he's also a grown individual. He could look after himself. It is not my fault. It is no one's fault. And of course, I may feel confusion. I may like, why is this happening? We are already in the practice already. Even he was in the practice with me. Even he doesn't understand Chinese, but he can feel, he loves the aura, he loves being in this practice, he loves the meditation. And why can't my Shifu, why can't my master save him? When my master can save so many other people. I never doubt my practice. I never think for 1 second that what I'm doing is, you know, of I can't even say the words. I never think my practice is not genuine. I just don't understand. So you will go through this, and at the same time, of course, sometimes when you are at work, when you're interacting with people, you maybe there will be a few seconds that you forgot. You forgot the grief. You may forgot the bereavement. You may forgot the loss. You know, you will. You can't be in that forever. You can't be in that state forever. When you're at work, because you will need to go back to work, right? I don't believe anyone can have more than what 1 month bereavement break unless you use your holiday, right? You go back to work, you will start facing people. You need to start talking to people. And when you may watch television, suddenly you laughed, and then you're thinking, oh my God, I was happy. Do you blame yourself for being happy when you're in the middle of the bereavement? I'm sure you will, but you shouldn't. Because your loved ones, if they truly love you, they will not want you to do that. They want you to continue your life as usual. Of course, everyone say that, but it's true, right? Because if they don't want the best for you, then they don't love you, right? Hello, Ellen, Steve, Sophie, and Shirley. Thank you so much for joining. So we need to we need to understand we're also the extension of their life because we still remember them. We still remember them. We still want we know if they are here, we want the best for them. That is love. So you don't need to suppress when you have the time, that when you are happy, when you are grateful, when you are having some positive moments. And that will be the what? That will be the cue. That will be the clue for you to understand, oh, it's time. It's time. It's enough. You can move on. Of course, when you move on doesn't mean you need to forget. So you don't need to worry about, oh my God. You don't need to feel guilty. You need to understand love. And if you don't, then there's no point to grieve. Then you can really stop. You are just feeling sorry for yourself. Then also, after a while, that you're feeling sorry for yourself, and then you can continue to move on to find a solution if you have any problem in life. Do you know what I mean? And of course, when you are allowing yourself to feel your emotions, you need to reach out for support, like for myself. Okay. So when it's my turn to finally be able to start my one-on-one counseling session, and it's not 12 sessions one after another, it's one session every 14 days, one session every fortnightly. At that time, I was with my partner already. And I say, yes, I will still continue. They asked me, do I still want to do it? Because months after, I say, yes, of course. Because I don't know if I'm truly healed. I might be just deceiving myself. Well, why do I say that? Because we've all watched movies, right? We've all read books. Hello, Michele. Hello, Jolie. Hello, Sophie. You know, regrets or misunderstanding, miscommunications, all from deceiving. Most of the time is when you're deceiving yourselves, when you're not honest with yourself and I really want to know what's happening to me, if I'm really okay. And I feel that's only fair to my partner at that time. And I even say to him, I think I need to go. And I want to be fair to you. And he, of course, understood. And my work at the time also allowed me to do that because it was early afternoon session. I need to leave work early, drive another 19 minutes to get one hour session and drive back. But when you're able to speak up, when you have really someone that, and actually works when you're, I don't know if you ever feel that you feel more comfortable to speak to someone who don't know you, who is not part of your circle, who is totally outside of your circle, and you feel even more secure. You feel more secure speaking to them. And of course, because their position, their professions, that everything you know that's confidential. And for me, I don't even mind for her to if she wants to share anything. I'm very grateful for her. And talking to her really helped me deepen with help me to understand about life more. Hello, DJ Kevin. Thank you so much for joining. But reaching out for support is very important because right, doctors cannot treat themselves as well. Doctors, they can't treat their own families, not even to treat themselves. So even if you're a healer, even you say, oh, I'm in a practice already, I have my religions, I have, so I can do it myself. You can't. You cannot. You don't need to be the hero in this case. You need to understand. Sometimes you can't see it. You need to find another person to help you. So if it's possible, really find a therapist if you need, if you can. If you can't, a friend, a family members, or come to, again, Phoenix Rising. Not only me. So I'm not the only person that's available in the Phoenix Rising that can provide support about bereavement. So support is very important in the time like this. And of course, you need to practice caring for yourself. You still need to eat, right? You still need to dress yourself. You still need to go to work. You still have a life. You still have your bills you need to pay, unfortunately. And of course, also, it's both physically and emotionally exhausting, grieving. So you really need to find a way. And if you can't think, and I can tell you, when you cannot think, it's actually very good. So you're just doing things, following your instinct, following your heart, following the true self. You just do. And then one day you'll be able to find a way to move on properly. Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for coming back. You just do. In the time of bereavement or anything, when you're feeling lost, even just like my friend's client, he thinks the partner of his lifetime left him, or any situation, that's about loss, detachment, forced detachment. You need to look after yourself. You need to rest. You need to find a time to really be able to find a way to relax yourself. Anything. Okay. But everything we need to find a balanced way to do. When you're eating, don't overeat. When you find time to relax, don't allow yourself too long. A long holiday is not good as well. Give you actually a short period of time to be emotionally crazy. That's fine. A short period of time. and then come back, okay? And then come back. And of course, you should continue to honor your loved one's memory. You know, continue to talk about them as if they are here. Like when I went back to work after the wake, a lot of my colleagues, they knew him. They knew him because he used to come to pick me up nearly every single day, nearly. So they knew him well as well. They couldn't even talk, mention him. They don't know how. As if they pretending he was never there. I told my colleagues, I told my team, please continue. Please, we just talk about everything as usual, right? We don't need to pretend that he is still alive, but we don't need to pretend that he never exists. Continue to talk about them. Be happy about it. So in different cultures, right, the funeral is actually what they're actually celebrating their soul. They're talking all the amazing things about the person. Because that's how you should be. Celebrate. And then give them all the blessing for their journey, that they may go on to before us. And that's okay. And then you will find peace. And then you will find peace. And also, last but not least, please be patient to yourself. It might be a long journey, it might be a short journey. There's no right or wrong. But you need to know it is never a destination. It's part of your life. It is part of their life. Okay? Your loved ones, it was time for your loved ones to continue their journey in a different way. You need to know that. You really need to have your blessing for them. Allow them to go. And then you continue yours. Of course, you can continue to mourn. You can continue to miss, to heal. But you need to be kind to yourself. Everything I just mentioned is about being kind to yourself. Again, there's no, like, it's not like, oh, you need to stay single or just be mourning for 3 years, for 1 year, for 2 years, for 7 years. No. Okay. And for some people, maybe they think, oh, then that's enough. That's enough. They will just continue their journey as without any relationship anymore in the future. And that is fine. The most important thing is that you are comfortable. Don't do anything in a forcefully way. Don't do anything because it's what others think that's better. You don't need to do anything to please other people. They have their own journey. How they see you doesn't matter. You need to be comfortable. You need to be at ease so you can truly live for yourself. And that'll be your loved one wants you to do. Live for yourself. Life is short. It's too short. You need to know every one of us have our purpose. Every one of us have our mission on this world. And not just being someone's parents, not just being someone's children, not just being someone's siblings or partner or colleagues. It's something that you must do for yourself. You need to find that. So you need to remember that. But be patient with yourself as well. But don't do anything forcefully. Okay? So, of course, grief is definitely an inevitable part of life. It's also a reminder of the preciousness of our connections and the impermanence of all the things. So we will learn, we will grow with having this resilience, we will have this self-compassion, and you will find that a supportive circle, a community, or small group of friends, however you want to call it, then we can come together and really tackle these challenges of grief and really to be able to be stronger and wiser and more deeply connected to the love, really deeply connected to yourself, that endure beyond physical loss. Yes, grief is it's a testament to the love we have shared. But we just need to know, yes, we have we are fortunate enough to have that impact in our lives. And we will continue. And we will continue to grow. We will continue to be on our journey as if they also continue their journey. So you just need to know that. Okay. So as we continue on this 60-day journey, of course, we are coming to the end of today. We are way over time. Thank you so much for being here with me. And let's honor those we've lost and cherish the memories we hold dearly, and then really embrace the healing power of time and the love. Your love to them and your love to yourself, and your love to those who love you right now, who are around you. I am Nasha. Thank you so much for being here at TeaTalk with me today. It's day 42. We have another 11 days to go. No, 18 days. We have another 18 days to go. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to have you in this journey with me together. I hope you have a very, very good night, good morning, good evening, and the rest of the week and everything. Have a very good one. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.